Morning, Trainiacs. We are headed to a place that I spend, it seems like, a good 83% of my waking hours, Pan Am Pool, to do what is surprisingly a very intense workout. How'd you like that backwards walk? I'm not just a pretty face. Now that workout involves this tiny little gutter lane here, a super cool aquasizing belt, and some waterproof headphones. It's water running. By popular demand, I'm going to tell you guys how I was so very impressed with H2O Go and fluid running. It's intense. Whew. Straight up, that was an honest workout. That was 52 minutes, all water running. It was intense. There's some really good Taren grimace faces out there. Like, you know the face that I make in the slow-mo videos, like, also probably be a pretty good thumbnail, like, because there's a kids swim meet going on the other side of you, we're gonna have to talk about water running at home. Deal? Deal. A lot of kids are looking at me funny right now. Lots. So, Trainiacs, before you start saying, hey, you know, this water running, it does not seem like a very good workout. Well, this fluid running workout, it was named one of the 20 best workouts in America by, I think it was Men's Health magazine, and Alberto Salazar, who is probably one of the best known running coaches in the world, says that he gets his elite, his professional runners, to run about 25 to 33% of their total running time in the water. Still with me? Want to hear more? Let's go. Now, the reason why the workouts are so good is because Jennifer has a very unique, to her, at least it was like new to me, running technique for water running. All of the water running that I did last winter while I was dealing with the Achilles injury, it really didn't tax me, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't know, I guess if you're like 70 years old, this would be a good workout. But Jennifer reached out to me after having watched those videos from last year, and she said, hey, you know, I think we could probably give you a bit of a hand with your running technique. Let me send you out some stuff. And her technique, she guides you through it in all of these audio files that are in her fluid running app. And it's not just like water running where you're painting the bottom of the pool, but it's also like cross-country skiing. And then she's pushing you on to go sprinting at like, all right, now we're doing 90%, now 95, now max effort, now we're doing big cross-country, and all of it paired together. I did that 52-minute workout today, and at one point I checked my heart rate and I think it was 170. 170 in the pool. That's really hard to do because with all the water pushing on the side of your body, it's hard for your heart to pump as fast as when you're running on land, and you're not bearing any weight. And getting up to a heart rate of 170, that's pretty intense. It's a good workout. So let's say you get all this at your pool, or you get it from Fluid Running. And by the way, none of this is sponsored. She sent this out to me, but I was legitimately impressed with the workout, so that's why I'm sharing it. What do you do? Well, number one, you have to make sure that you put the belt like way low on your waist so it's not in the way of your arms. You tether yourself so that you don't float away, and you pair whatever Bluetooth headphones you've got to her app, which has 9 different workouts in it, and I think 10 different how-to videos that reinforce proper technique. And the workouts last somewhere in between, I want to say it's like the ones that I've done, 45 to 60 minutes. And Jennifer herself is guiding you through all of the workouts, pushing you harder than you probably would push yourself. So you're going to get a good workout because she's breaking up the workout into 15-second, 3-minute, 45-second, minute and a half intervals. The workout actually goes by really quick. Last year when I was doing the water running, half an hour felt like hours. Today, that 52 minutes, it felt like a 52-minute run. Now, there are a few downsides to this. Bring it in for some of these. Number one, The workouts are fairly pricey. They are $20 each. I don't know why they are priced at $20, but just kind of like knowing a little bit about doing things online, that does seem pricey. Second thing you're going to give up is muscle durability. Your body needs some of that weight bearing to increase your muscle durability towards the end of a long race, especially when you start getting into half Ironman and Ironman. That's why this shouldn't be the only running that you do. It should supplement the running that you do, just taking a little bit of the load off of your weekly mileage. You're also not going to build the efficiency in all the movement patterns that you will build by running very frequently throughout the week. If you run a lot, even just small amounts, your body will start getting used to the feeling of running. And because you're doing the motion over and over and over, what's known is that you end up building a more efficient method of running. Because you aren't necessarily running with the exact same stride as when you're running, you're going to be giving up a little bit of that efficiency building. And then the last thing is something that the stride running power meter measures that I don't think this is going to build up is in that stride running power measurement is a measurement called leg spring stiffness. And this is very similar to muscle durability, strength, endurance running. How long can you run without your form breaking down? And you need to have very strong legs that can perform a repetitive movement under load over and over and over. And if you're not building that load, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to build that leg spring stiffness to carry your good technique through to the end of a race. That's why I say it's a supplement to your running, not your main running. However, I do have a theory that because the water is 800 times more dense than air, you're putting more load on your body, and it's almost like heavy gear work on the bike, which then does create more durability in a bike stride. So I wasn't able to find any science on whether that's the case or not. But I think my theory, and I'm a Canadian, so our science is like Mr. Dress Up and Fred Penner, but I'm not sure which side of the science water running falls on for that. Water running, who's it for? Well, it is for people like me who want desperately to put a big focus on improving their running, but every time they increase their running mileage, they get injured. People like me. You end up taking a little bit of load off your body, doing a movement that's fairly similar. You build up your peripheral fitness with the arms and get some nice snappy arms, which help drive the hips, which then helps drive your feet. You do end up building a little bit of muscle strength in similar movement patterns to the run, but not exactly. And you take a huge amount of load off your body and decrease your likelihood of injury, allowing you to run a little bit more with less pounding on your body. Hopefully, we will find out, improving your run. Or if you're already injured, in which case you can't run at all, this allows you to run. So there you go, Trainiacs. If you aren't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button below. And if you are subscribed, thank you for not being one of the dozens of people who yelled at me while I was in the pool. I was in the stinking gutter lane. Nobody's in the gutter lane. Holy smokes. Later.